So, if you're struggling with pressing down on the notes and moving around the fretboard smoothly and effectively, it's probably because you've not strengthened all your fingers. Now, I've got spider hands, so I've got naturally weaker fingers and I'm double jointed in weird ways. So, yeah, stuff like that. This is the sort of things we want to avoid when playing our bass. We want to not be bending in our knuckles when we're pressing down on the strings, because what happens is we end up muting the strings beneath it when we actually might want to hit that note. Okay, and it's also probably not the best for your hand either. So I've got an exercise that I use to help build up the strength in my special hands to be able to play and move around the fretboard without that happening. So it's a simple exercise where we take each of the strings. I'm only going to use 4 strings. I've got a 5-string bass. I'm only going to use 4 strings so that everyone can follow along. And we're going to take the first 4 frets on the bass and line up our fingers on the bass guitar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to go up each string, 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret, using your 1st finger for the 1st fret, 2nd finger for the 3rd fret, 2nd finger for the 2nd fret, 3rd finger for the 3rd fret, and 4th finger for the 4th fret, and move along the strings. Now when we get to the top, we're going to slide up, and I'll show you an example of this. We will start at 60 BPM, quarter notes, just to show you what it sounds like. Yeah, bro, that's you. That's your cue. Quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret, 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret. Continue. Now when we get to the top, we're going to slide up with our 4th finger and then work our way back down across the strings. So we're going to gradually work our way up the entire neck. Then we're going to slide up with our 1st finger, 1 fret, so we're starting on the 3rd fret now, on all the strings. Slide up with your 4th finger. And we're there. Now, for those of you ready to go faster, we're going to leave it at this tempo, but I'm going to double it to 8th notes, okay? So that will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just slid up with our 4th finger, slide up with your 1st finger, slide up with your 4th finger. If you want a more challenging one, we're going to do triplets. Now because we're playing a 4-note pattern in triplets, it moves across the beat and can sound quite odd if you're not used to it. So it will be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the key to getting through this one is to accent the first beat of every 4 notes. Okay, so it would be accent, 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 accent. Sounds complicated, but it flows so much smoother, because often you'll hear bassists, especially in gospel, using this kind of triplet phrasing to play licks that sound a lot more complicated than they actually are. Okay, and now we can take it up again by going to 16th notes at the same tempo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So take it at whatever tempo is good for you. We'll bring it back down to 60 BPM. So it should be something here should be manageable for everyone. So we're going to pop on 60 BPM and we're going to start at quarter notes. This is a great place to get started with it. Or if you're still struggling with it, drop it down to 50 at quarter notes. But we're going to work at 60. So quarter notes, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and eighth notes. Quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And really focus on squeezing down on the strings, using more of the tip of your finger. The beauty of this exercise is that your forefinger really gets a workout because it's used a lot, which we don't always do. Often we use our strongest fingers and compensate for it, but you'll get a lot more options by strengthening up all your fingers. So this is still quarter notes. And if this is still fast, drop it down to half notes. So it would just be every other beat. And then you can go up to eighth notes. Sixteenth notes. There's a lot of scope for you to grow and move within that. And again, the triplets all sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. It won't sound like that. The difficulty sometimes with playing lots of notes at a slower tempo is actually still keeping in time with the metronome, because you get less markers of where it is. Okay, and then for fun, take it up to 90. I don't even know if this is going to be warm enough for me. Quarter notes. Eighth notes. Even that's starting to feel like it's got a bit of pace to it. Triplets. Now I'm going to pause before we go into 16th notes. So again, I still need to brush up on this myself, get some speed going through. A good target is 16th notes at 100 BPM. That's a great place to be. In fact, let's put it to 100 BPM. But it's because of the shifts as well it's the shifts that make it a little bit more difficult than say other licks that you can play fast, because you need to play every note. 1, 2. I'm going to start at eighth notes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 16th notes is double this. Oh wow, that's actually quite quick. So you can see there's really, let's pause that beat, there's really an unlimited there's an unlimited amount of potential with where you can take it, and I'm sure some of you guys are going to take it far beyond that. So run with this exercise, practice that. If you get this down, especially up to high tempos, playing those faster licks are going to be a breeze. So guys, take it. I am going to pop a transcription available to download, so keep an eye out for that, and stay bass clear.